It's not under my quick bar. Shit. Worried for a second. Are we good? I think we're good. Let's just start. Let's just start, shall we? That'll be the ultimate indicator of whether or not things are actually working. Okay. Apologies if there's a brief echo. Gotta test audio, and I only have one way to do it, and it's kind of suck. But what are you gonna do, you know? Okay. I love it. I love that it has the sounds, man. So good. Oh my lordy. That pile is so messy too, holy moly. They've got very organized straw pile, and it's just this card is a disaster. Finally. Saw 38 cards, 38 by the way, that's actually a lot, but not that many for Uno. Fit into his two hands, defeatedly places down a single red card. I think I'm gonna read the lines. I think I'm gonna go ahead and read the voice lines. Oh, it's my turn. Places a red reverse card. You sawed whales in agony. What are you guys doing? Ah, Angela. Oh, hey Angela, you want to play Uno with us? God, I'm not a VA, I should not be doing this. I should have got other people for this. Uno? Yes, it's a popular game in the city. Nests, backstreets, you name it. One of the librarians reminded me of it, so I had Hod manifest a deck for us. Yeah, I never played before, but it's really fun. Here, have a seat. Hod pulls out a chair between herself and the lamenting Yasad for the director. It's not the reason why I came down here, but I suppose I'll join. Thank you. The Zatch. Fucker's just... Oh yeah, be careful with Zatch down there. He got tired after the first game and was too tired to walk back up to his own floor to take a nap. Ah, I see. Motherfucker's just sleeping under the table. What an absolute god. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to reshuffle. You saw it over there basically has the entire deck in his hands. You saw it lets out a long drawn out groan. As Roland recollects the cards and shuffles them, he explains the rules to Angela, occasionally holding up certain cards to demonstrate their abilities and meanings. The heated game of Uno starts up again, but the group decides to play it slow just to allow Angela to get the hang of it and allow her to ask questions when needed. After the first game ends, Angela triumphant, Roland starts recollecting the cards. Oh, yeah, Angela, how's that list coming along? Oh, the list I wrote? I'm surprised you remembered it. This is probably completely tonally inaccurate for these characters, but I don't give a shit. I'm not a VA. List? Yes, I've created a list of things I'd like to do when we're finally released from this place. Many of my memories have begun to fade, this place and the previous. I'd at least like to remember the things I'd like to do next. It's pretty reasonable. It's my next step. Yes, I believe it would be a rather unbeneficial experience if I didn't have someone else with me. Really? Somehow, I didn't expect that from you. Meaning? Oh, I didn't mean to come off that way. Just surprised you consider including us in the epilogue of your story. I see. So I gave off that impression. Well, since you're all interested, here you go. I guess she just has it. Just has it handy. Oh, thank you. Hey, lean this way a little bit. I want to read it too. Hod, Malkuth, and Roland huddle around Yasad as he skims the list. I'm going to say their names wrong, by the way, and I don't give a shit. Meat soup. Oh, I recommended Angela that one. Ham Bang is also on here. Figures Roland wouldn't stop talking about it. What's that supposed to mean? Seems like a lot of these points are food related. I suppose so. I've never had the experience of eating, so I want to at least try as much as I can. Oh, I don't see Julie's restaurant. Maybe you could put that on here? Is that the one from the Streetlight books? I'll be sure to check it out. This one isn't a restaurant. Oh, that's the beginning of the next session. Section D. Going to the beach and dipping my toes in the water, feeling the sand under my feet. A beach? That sounds really fun. Oh, transition. Not voicing that. Oh, Zach, you're still down there. Are you gonna pick yourself up now? Well, maybe later. Anyways, wasn't there a beach behind Lobotomy Corp? Something like that anyways. I say the P, even though it's core. Where Lisa and Enoch used to go and play, right? Yeah, that one. They talked about it a lot. Oh yeah, I took them there before too. Not the best of places to take a kid, but minus all the smoke and debris, it was fun. But that sort of beach isn't around here. You'd have to, like, make that on your own. Jello. Fucking Jello. Alright, so he gets back in the table, and he's sleeping back under the table. I think we should just let him sleep. Yeah. Wait, the Satch kinda had a point. Don't tell me you've actually tried those green things on his floor. What? Well, I have. They are pretty good, but that's not the point I was referring to. What I did mean was about the beach. Why don't we just make one here in the library? Would that even be possible? I mean, we've had guests transform parts of the library, but that was involuntary. Well, it's not impossible. It just will take a little bit of work. Do you know what a cognition filter is, Roland? Oh boy, cognition filters. Yeah, isn't that the technology that changes someone's perception to whatever the filter is programmed to? Precisely. I utilized it back in Lobotomy Corporation to change Ian's perceptions of happenings in the branch, lest he fall into madness before his plan's completed. Nah, he deserved madness. You should have just let him go crazy. Although he did anyways. Making the library into a suitable beach setting would be similar. It wouldn't be difficult to orchestrate the event. I hope it's as simple as you put it. It would at least be a nice break for everyone's receptions. Whoa, we're actually doing this? I am interested in the idea, but there might be unforeseen consequences and circumstances. I don't really like how that sounds. It wouldn't be anything that would put us at risk, but I'm not exactly sure how it would affect the books. Not sure if they would stay in their limbo or not, though it will only be temporary until I halt the filter. Yeesh. Well, are you still willing to go through with it? As the Satch put it, the sort of beach I'm after most likely does not exist within the city or around it. And Hot is correct, we have been receiving guests non-stop. I believe it is in the best interest of everyone to at least try. You're really open-minded about this. Things really do change, huh? I suppose so. Anyways, shouldn't we tell the rest of the librarians and get their input? I think it's safe to say everyone here agrees that a break is in order. As wary as I am about the side effects, I agree. Yes, it's good to take a meaningful break amongst all the craziness recently. Well then, it's settled. Angela snaps her fingers, summoning all the patron librarians to the library's lobby. Cassette stands there. Coffee is spilt on the floor of the lobby in his pants. Oh, sorry about that. I'll clean that up. But I do have an announcement for everyone. Hey, Tip it. Best girl. Really? Important enough to finger snap all of us here unannounced. Now, let's not get upset over a minor inconvenience. How the fuck is that a minor inconvenience? I get it, but Jesus. Please do continue, dear. Angela begins to explain what she and the Asile... God, I should have redone my pronunciation work before playing this, Jesus. Layer patron librarians discussed on the floor of literature with stars in her eyes. So in short, you'd like for us to take a vacation with you. Yes, as I've stated, it would be a beneficial break from our duties. As much as I'd like to race to the end of this play, there are just some things I've learned cannot be achieved outside of this place. Well, I'm all good with it, just worried that we'll have to receive guests. God, she's tall. That won't be necessary. Even if they were to appear in their natural forms, they cannot do us any harm. Because it's basically a cognition filter, right? Precisely, it's just their subconscious that has been given life within the filter. That's kind of dope though. If we were to go along with your method, we should halt invitations for the time being. Under the circumstances that we receive unexpected guests, we should have the means of receiving them. Yes, I've already halted the library's invitations, though if we were to receive guests, it would be under interesting circumstances. As long as there's no potential for harm to befall any of our librarians, I'm in. Yeah, whatever, I'm in. Beats sorting all those hefty books by myself. I see, a pristine shore with white sands and deep blue waters gently pushing back and forth upon it. Void of the oppressive dark smoke of the city, such immaculate scenery is befitting of your figure. A long stroll down an unblemished backdrop with an old friend. Tell me, dear, what do you think? Jesus Christ. I wouldn't mind. I still owe you for some of my time after our last chat. That was the most roundabout way I've ever seen anyone ask someone out on a date. Yeah, you said it. That being said, would you need any help with the filter, Angela? I do believe that we patron librarians could have valuable experience and input. Considering I've never been outside of this cage, that would be greatly appreciated. Oh, maybe Nizach can help you visualize it. Why did I do that weird voice there? That's horrible. This VOD is not staying up. That is now official. Nizach, it's time to wake up. Hod kneels on the floor of the library and gently nudges the slumbering patron librarian. It appears he hasn't even noticed the location change. Sounds about right. 5 more minutes. Oh, get up, you bumbling green bean. You haven't given any input this entire meeting. Meeting? When did we leave Hod's floor? A couple of minutes ago. Are you telling me you seriously slept through this entire thing? You're too loud. I guess I've been sleeping here the whole time. Didn't even know you guys brought me here. Just tell me what you want already instead of yelling at me. I just woke up, man. Hod suggested that by implementing the suggestions and ideas of the patron librarians, you could paint me a picture of what kind of beach I could create. Is that something you could do? That's it? Yeah, I can do that. Leave it up to me. Oh, we're about to finally see your skill in action. I do particularly enjoy the results. Enjoy the painting of the green creatures on your floor. I eagerly await your results. Good lord. Oh, you saw that? Thanks. I like it too. So, what's first? Some sand? Yeah, and an ocean. A really big, seemingly never-ending body of blue. Maybe add a beach chair? One of those really comfortable ones that have multiple reclining options. Is that not a thing normally? I thought that was all of them. Is that not a thing? Am I dumb? Is that really not a thing? Is that not normally how that works? I mean, I don't go to the beach. I've literally only ever been to a beach one time, but wow. Oh, that sounds nice. I could use one of those right now. Jesus. Those are quite the luxury. Are they that rare or something? I mean, I suppose in the city, like, beaches don't even actually exist, so the idea of that being rare doesn't surprise me, but like, I don't know. Do include some sort of shade from the relentless heat of the exposed sun. So, an umbrella, I guess. Maybe some snacks next to it or something? Booze too, absolutely. Now we're talking. Hey, add some ham and bacon sandwiches in there too. I'm feeling kind of hungry now, or at least I want to eat something. Oh, a sandcastle too. Anik and I always made them when we went to the beach. Aw, tip. The background is looking a little empty. Maybe add a lighthouse? We could always expand on the area around it later. You're right. You've always had a nice eye for those kinds of things. Oh, thank you. Oh. After much discussion, the librarians have crafted an intricately detailed vacation getaway in both writing and visuals. I mean, it looks pretty as hell. I kind of wonder what that little thing is, but yeah, it looks really beautiful. How's this then? In relation to the talking points we discussed, I believe this is a splendid representation of what the filter should look like. Feels, homie, for sure. The perfect place for a well-deserved break from receptions. Yeah. I think it's perfect. Aw. Thank you, Nizach. Oh, yeah, don't sweat it. It was fun. For a moment, Angela is lost within Nizach's refined strokes on his canvas. The warm hues draw her in, beckoning her to come closer to the fleeting sea foam on the spotless white sands. I think this is enough for me to create the filter. Yeah, I imagine. It's quite a lot. Really? Awesome. My voice broke again. I hate it. This entire venture did seem trivial at first, but I do admit that I'm quite excited to see how you execute this, Angela. Well, I'll do my best. Angela holds up her hand, ready to snap her and the patron librarian's vision into existence. And thus began Angela's one perfect vacation. Wow, that's quite the intro sequence. You think he's alive? I don't know, just leave him alone. He'll wake up like the rest. Well, he's been sleeping for a couple days now. You think we should at least try waking him up? We dragged him from the shore. Sitting him up in that beach chair is enough. Let's just enjoy ourselves. Okay. Oh, fuck, he's actually waking up. He is. We gotta go. Sir! Sir! Hey, slow down. A pair of footsteps race through the sands. No. Go to your right. You're right! A warm breeze gently caresses Roland's cheeks. His tired eyes are welcomed by the serene view of the ocean and the shores. And... Hey, aren't you... What the fuck? What? Roland, bewildered, looks down. Emma's awkwardly sitting next to Roland's chair with his extremely long legs. Oh yeah, he is tall as fuck now. I hope you're feeling okay. Some of your friends have been checking on you from time to time. Especially that blue one. Angela? No, the one with the ponytail. I think you said his name was Cassette? Oh, well, good to hear that he's okay. You know where he went? Nah, you just arrived. That's how you were and left. Ah, I see. Sorry. Nah, it's okay. So how long have I been asleep again? About a week, I think? No matter what we did, we just couldn't wake you up. Eventually, we were tasked with watching you. I don't mind, of course, but you might want to let your friends know you're awake. Huh, yeah. Roland's gaze wanders the shores, finally getting grip on his surroundings. There's not much, but there seems to be a few buildings along the coast and people peacefully enjoying themselves. It's a jarring image for a war-torn veteran like Roland, a view not even his pessimistic mind can muster up. Then it finally clicked with Roland. Hey, aren't you guys supposed to be, books? I don't know, actually. One moment we were your lovely welcome guest, and the next we were merry beachgoers. I think all the people who were turned into books were unbooked. I don't know, saw a few familiar faces during our beach strolls. The little peace sign is cute. I see. This is what Angela said might happen. So, you mind if I ask if you saw any of the librarians near here recently? This place looks a bit overwhelming indeed. My beloved Noah and I spent all day just taking in the sights of this lovely beach. We can show you the first place we went to. I believe one of your friends works there. It's a lovely restaurant with various delicious cuisines. Good lord. Huh. Don't remember any of the librarians being able to cook. Well, lead the way, Emma and Noah at your service. Hand in hand, we'll guide you to the taste of Leah. There, they're here too. Don't have a good feeling about this. Roland, with his arm abruptly pulled by Emma's mighty paw, is gleefully guided by the playful pair. These two are so cute, by the way. I love them. The trio arrived at a modest yet bustling wooden building. A welcoming aroma beckons for the three to take a step through the open door frame. Oh, Lord. Miris, we got a new guest. Ah, the spunky-looking young girl dashes past Roland, nearly knocking him back out the door frame. Hey, mister, could you take no inside? I don't want him bumping his head on the door frame. How thoughtful of you. Thanks. Oh, yeah, give him here. I'm much taller than the entrance. Lowers his dear friend Noah towards Roland. Roland? Oh, okay, I understand. Huh? Oh, hey, Malcolm. Nice restaurant you got here. I'll say, just wait one moment and I'll get you a table in a second. There's actually a fuck ton of people in there. What the heck? Oh, he hit his head! He hit his head! Oh no. Oh, that's fine. I was just looking for it. You just woke up. No reason to be rushing through attractions. Yeah, come on, Mr. Roland. Let's have a seat. I guess you have a point. How does he sit down? His legs are so long. Can't sit down. Roland allows to be ushered by his two new companions to the 3 seats at the bar Malkuth is clearing out for him. I'll let you guys look through the menu, but if you have anything in mind, I'll ring it up for you. Thanks, Malkuth. I actually had a question. Is this your floor? I'm still pretty disoriented from all this. Oh, yeah, I forgot you woke up you just woke up. Well, basically, yes, this is my floor. Apparently, all the librarians got their own little spaces that serve as their floor. We've all been waking up periodically, just like when the library first opened. Since your floor is at the top of the library, you woke up last. Inverse from the game. Interesting. What? Really? You got a whole restaurant? Well, I just got a beach chair covered in sand. What? Really? Sucks to be you. Oh, come on. Don't rub it in. That's actually kind of fucking hilarious. Come to think of it, since Malkuth is already here, I should probably ask her a few questions before I go wandering around for Angela. Oh god, okay, it gives me the fucking options. Place your order already, goddammit. What the hell how the hell does food even get in this place? I assume from a book. Time in this place. I'm gonna ask about the other librarians. So what about the other librarians? How are they holding up? Well, I haven't been outside of the restaurant that much, but I saw you started by the lighthouse. The purple librarian, yes. He was here earlier in the month gathering his surroundings as well. Oh, it's fucking Nick! That's the guy that was hanging out with the Hannah Association folks. Hannah Association folks. Means every librarian is with a group of guests. I assumed so. I know for a fact that you saw us with the Hannah Association trio. I haven't seen Hod, but Zach stumbled in a few days ago and said he had a few guests over at his floor. Zach's got a gig too? What's he doing? If you're referring to the green-haired librarian, I'm afraid he had one too many beers to be anywhere near coherent. Haha, sounds like him. Wish I was there to see it. Well, glad you weren't. I'd have to deal with you both at the bar. Hey, we're not that bad. Can I say? Oh, I have to do all of the text cues before I can say. So, how long have you been awake? I kind of figured it was something like how everyone woke up one by one. Like how I first came here. A month or so. Month? Yeah, earlier this month. Emma and Noah told me it's only been a week since I've been asleep. Roland looks over the couple beside him, intending to inquire over his confused timeline, but they seem busy perusing the menu together. How sweet of him to not interrupt them. Well, I guess I really am the last person to wake up, huh? Geez, is a month passed outside the library too? I don't think so. It's some sort of library thing that makes time we experience here different. Sort of like the warp train? Longer days in here is only a few mere moments out there. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I assume a book? Wait, actually, how'd you get food? How do you even get food into this place? Oh, Xiao and Lowell actually do the cooking in the back. Like, behind the restaurant? Yeah, there's isn't really a kitchen, just a bar, just a grill and a few tables. Whatever ingredients we want, it'll just show up. That's actually dope. It's kind of weird, but we've been able to serve customers that way. Fucking Christ. Her outfit is pretty good too, I'm not gonna lie. Huh, this place just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Thanks. Don't mention it. Fucking place your order. Don't mention it, you started to answer similar questions. As for me, Angela had to answer my groggy questions as I woke up with the LoR Association. I'm saying that wrong, by the way. It's just muscle memory. LoR Association. Liu. God, I can speak words sometimes. It's fucking Liu. Too much Genshin rotted my brain. Oh, Angela was here. Yep, she was just walking around the coast with Bina. Bina, huh? Oh, I heard about your thing with... They're a bit intimidating, but I don't think they're that bad. They're sort of mellowed out with the library, I think. I don't know, I didn't get the chance to talk that much back at the Lobotomy Corporation. Think whatever you want, but I know people like them. They're not worth giving the benefit of the doubt. Alright. I thought that too, but really, Bina isn't as bad as the Arbiters I've heard about. With that aside, can I get you anything? Can I just have this? No problem, I'll get that to you in a jiffy. Thanks, Malkuth. Oh my lord, they're running. Malkuth runs off into the back kitchen after taking down what Roland ordered. Roland looks over Chun and Mirrors outside the bar who are going about their business, but Chun makes occasional glances over at Roland. Roland isn't sure whether it's intentional or not, but it's sort of uncomfortable. Glancing over to his side, Emma and Noah are gleefully enjoying their meal that was just served to them by Cecile and May. Oh, okay, it's just bad grammar. Okay. Upon further scanning of the area, Lowell and Zhao aren't exactly in view. Perhaps they're in the kitchen? I'm pretty sure they're in the kitchen. Just wait for your food. Alright, that's also pretty grand. Alright. Give me 1 second here. Do I have my BRB up? Shit, I don't know if I have the standby up in the other screen. Oh, I do have my standby. That's terrible though. It's not sized properly. Whoops. There we go. Alright. Well, that's that done. I'll be right back. There we go. Okay. Apologies for my tone deaf. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty tone deaf, so when I do that, I gotta apologize, you know? Alright. I'm back, but I got a sandwich. I think I'm gonna eat my sandwich real quick. And by eat, I mean I'm gonna like take 2 bites, and then we're gonna do something. We're just gonna keep continuing doing that the whole time. Ugh, that's kind of gross. Alright, Alright, here we go. Trap. I should have brought a plate. This is what happens when you don't think things through. 1 second here, folks. Chun, is it? You're the one that received us at the library. Yeah, or at least I was one of them. You guys went through a couple of floors and you passed through mine. Did we though? Huh? Part of me felt like you were holding back in some way, like you hesitated on your blows. That's an interesting observation, but I received all our guests to the best of my abilities. You hesitated when delivering your final blows to Director Zhao. It was a moment of weakness, that's all. I underestimated the association's power and got reckless. Underestimated? Does the library think of its power to be that far above the associations, so much as to be careless towards an association director? Listen, I don't know what your deal is with me, but it was just a miscalculation on my end. Didn't think it would offend you to meet me. Sorry, that was out of turn. Just cannot understand what kind of person would hold back against a power such as the Liu Association. Liu. Well, I'm just a nobody here, I don't know. Oh, okay, he leaves. I knew that some guests felt salty towards the librarians, but I didn't realize I'd have to deal with it as soon. I'm sorry about Chun. Oh, he gives you alcohol. Thanks. Don't worry about it, just looked like you needed one. The things Chun said, I thought of saying them myself to you. I suppose my own hesitation comes from holding back Director Zhao in most situations. Like Chun, I also didn't understand your motives with your fighting style. Your stance showed experience and an unsettling comfort with bloodshed. But amidst the rage in your eyes, there was a glint of concern. It was like you were treading in a gallery of glass, afraid of shattering something. Roland takes another sip before answering. No, it's fine. I think it's true. I did hesitate. I'm not exactly sure why though. Fighting Zhao, it was like looking at myself in a mirror, and I was afraid to shatter it. Oh, that makes sense actually. As if that makes sense. You feel different from the other librarians. Well, I mean, I was the last one to enter the library as a librarian. Everyone else was already there. Of course, I'm going to seem to be an odd one out. No, not like that. You seem to have a different agenda than everyone in the library. An observant lot you are. Roland carefully sets down his glass in front of Myers. Thanks for the drink. Oh, and then he just leaves. Yeah, talk with the cuties. Oh my lord. Every time I see them, man. Oh. They're so cute though. Like, they're actually the cutest fucking thing. Like, it is ridiculous. Roland awkwardly watches Emma and Noah gleefully talking while shoveling food into each other's mouths. Noah notices Roland's gaze and holds up a spoon towards his lips. You want some? Me? Well, I'm waiting for my own food. Well, in that case... Emma leans over towards Noah and takes a full bite out of Noah's spoon. After chewing, Emma leans towards Roland. So, Mr. Roland, where will you be headed after this place? You look like you have someplace to be. Not sure. I'm mostly concerned with where everyone is, including Angela. Just want to see how everyone's doing. And what? That blue... What? Yeah, cassette 2. We've just got some unfinished business, that's all. It's fucking... I see you. Well, Emma and I will happily follow you along the shores. Normally I'd insist on going alone, but frankly, I don't really mind the company. Good, because they're so cute! Hooray! They're so cute, I love them. I think they might be up there on my list of favorite characters. Just the idea of their bonds and like... The way that both Emma and Noah support and rely on each other. It's even in their fight, like it's great. Oh, it's just, they're so good. Oh, we should visit the lighthouse on our way there. Noah and I haven't been there yet. Was planning on it. Maybe we can work our way around the area and figure out where everyone is. Oh, how delightful, Noah. With me holding you up, you can get a great view of the sunset. Oh my god, Emma is so cute. Haha, I bet I would. Noah and Emma go back to their meal and start chatting. Roland somehow goes back to being the third wheel. Roland looks behind him. Slavka was behind two girls' hands. What? Oh, it's fucking May. It's hard, isn't it? Huh? Look at her tongue! Okay. Seal's here as well. We were in your shoes too, sir, with our beloved director. I have no idea what you're talking about. And Seal dramatically, woefully gestured towards the happy couple dining at the bar with Roland. Very funny. It's not really like that. Well, no offense, but it sure seems like that, sir. All by your lonesome, with that glint of longing for another in your eyes. What kind of weird scenario are you guys projecting on me? You know, when Loa and Zhao first met, they were as compatible as dogs and cats, fighting each other at every turn. Little by little, they started warming up to each other, spending more and more time with each other in the meeting rooms. Casually meeting for a meal or two, you know, alone. Well, we had little pushes here and there, but they eventually became glued to each other. Roland's mouth opened up every now and then between Cecile and May's words, but somehow he couldn't bring himself to interject. Perhaps it's because it felt like a nostalgic story, a path that he treaded before. Aww. Roland let the two babble about Zhao and Loel for a bit, slowly getting more and more concerned about the amount of dedication the association had towards the couple's progress. Yeah, they did seem to really care about that for some reason. Wow, you guys did a lot. Sure we did. The two needed each other. Aw, that's so adorable. But that's just you two and the rest of your gossiping friends' perception. Did you ever think it was never meant to be? Well, of course, but despite their differences, they complement each other well. We pushed on because we care about our directors. That seems fair. Take, for example, Director Lowell is not one to make hasty moves. He's cautious and prioritizes potential loss over perceived victory. On the other hand, Director Xiao will willingly take an opportunity and seize it. It sounds reckless, but she plans accordingly and stands her ground. Yeah, Director Xiao's plans are usually a bumpy ride, and Director Lowell's retreats aren't always the best options. But together, they can come to a reasonable compromise that becomes the best course of action between their two clashing plans. Jeez, you guys really are observant. Oh, you really think so? Well, that's what Lowell chose us to be his right-hand woman. If you're a director, I'd pick people who are willing to understand you and stand by you to the bitter end. And that's what we are to Lowell. That's a waste of time, isn't it? Putting that much faith into people you could easily lose is just going to end up in a loss no matter what. A loss of that person or of your own life. You should have the right idea in the beginning. Keep your distance and keep your goodbyes short. Isn't it lonely living like that? That sort of thing. You may think it's easier on the heart to be alone, never trusting anyone, but there's only so much we can do by ourselves. Running away from heartache and loss shouldn't be the only thing that you should strive for. It's just a part of life. Agreed. Part of life, my ass. You know what? This conversation is a waste of my time. I want to argue with people who've been spoon-fed by the city. That's really what you think. Man, I just had to wake up to all this. Of course we're gonna fucking sneak into the kitchen. Well, sneak is a sort of unrepresentative way to put it. Roland just walks outside and around the back. That sounds about right. You just go say hi. Aw. It's very good. Sorry, I'm eating or I'd read this. You still got the tail. Oh, she is just full on still half dragon. That's awesome. Oh, sorry about that. Hey, Roland, couldn't wait for your food? No, I just wanted to see what's happening back here. Well, out of the way. I got a table to serve. Wait, just like that, Malka skillfully weaves through Roland Zhao in the well, balancing 4 plates. Oh my god, on her small frame. Wanted to ask about the food. The food? What about it? Oh, did we miss your order? Oh, no, nothing like that. The short girl with the glasses told me food just pops up out of nowhere. Kind of wanted to see it. Yeah, they just kind of pop up whenever we need them. It's really convenient, but at the same time kind of scary. Man, if life in the city was like that, I don't think I'd ever think twice about staying. Right? I never need a nest permit or anything like that. Wouldn't even mind a cozy home in the back streets with LoL here. Come on, don't say that. Took me a while to come up with something that would surprise you. Oh, sweetie. While you're over there, could you hand me that plate manifest? Plate. See what I mean? It's like having an invisible assistant. Huh, yeah, that's kind of scary. Kind of reminds me of how Angela just snaps and whatever is in the library comes to her. Pale librarian, correct? Oh yeah, I forget that's what people call her. She's the one that came by here earlier in the month and debriefed us on how to work everything in here. Yeah, that's her. She was kind of taken off guard with that nickname, but I think it secretly kind of made her kind of happy. Spending that little time with her wasn't so bad. The intel we got from our sources choked her up. I assume chalked. It's supposed to be the word. Chalked her up to this unfeeling robot. That's what we got too. But seeing her showing us around the restaurant kind of reminded me of a kid showing me a cool bug or something. She is just an excitable kid. It's adorable. That's why she's such a great character, man. That's a weird way to put it. I mean, I really don't know how to politely describe it any other way. Actually, I know what you mean. Angela has never been outside the library and would intently listen to me talk about the city like I was telling her a fairy tale. Really, glad to know I'm not the only one with that observation. Makes me feel a little better. Peeking out of the doorway, May waves over Lowell and gets his attention. Director Lowell, another group came in. Could you help us with the table? Oh, yeah, I don't mind. You're okay back here by yourself, yeah? Finally got embarrassed calling me sweetie or honey bear in front of people. Yes, I'm fine back here by myself. Finally got the hang of using my tail to help out. Go help May, she looks stressed. Oh, not poor May! If you say so. No stress for the May. Won't eat for more. This is very wholesome and I love it. She's also really tall. This music is excellent. I just love it. I love how excellent the music is. It's so versatile that it can be used for stuff like this and it just seems perfect. Well, following May into the main entrance, left Xiao and Roland in the back with a tense, awkward silence. Xiao continued her duties and Roland awkwardly helped with the plates. Hey Xiao. Yeah? You think I hesitated when I fought you? Did Chun and Mira tell you? Yeah. Well, yes, I felt it. I see. I wasn't sure how to really express my concern with that. Seeing that invitation mockingly sitting on my desk, you couldn't imagine the kind of despair that burned in my entire being. In that very moment, I threw everything away and ran to the only place I could call home. I lost my callings, my friends, my own husband to this place. We made a promise to each other that we could move on from each other's loss in the event that this sort of thing happened. We knew the dangers of this job. Lowell made a fair bet with the library and lost his wager. But I just couldn't accept it at all. And you had the audacity to pull your punches. The odds were you could have striked. You knew I was coming at you with all my strength in a blind rage. I wasn't thinking straight. My form was sloppy and like that of a child. I felt as if my agony and grief were just a normal Tuesday for you, like I was some sort of marionette dancing for your sick entertainment. But then I saw it, that glint of sadness in your eyes that reflected my own. Like a mirror, right? Like a mirror. I suppose my animosity towards you vanished as I saw your body displayed into bright yellow pages. You somehow looked relieved when I delivered that final blow. Xiao began to properly plate the dishes. She finished while talking with Roland. Roland looked at the plates, trying to avoid Xiao's gaze. Feeling the silent shift, the woman turned her back to Roland and towards the grill. Sign script to both of them before Xiao spoke up again. Did you read my book? Pardon? My book. When I was turned into a book, did you read it? Well, I read all the books that I sorted out as a kind of pastime, so yes, I did. Why? Did I say something weird? No, it's just the pale... Angela told me that you lingered on mine for a while. He really told you that? Jeez. It didn't take Angela to be the kind of gossip type. I didn't see it as gossip, more like she was telling me to talk to you or something. Huh. Weird way to see it. No, it's appropriate. You guys definitely should talk. I mean, come on. I guess the only thing I couldn't understand was how you could feel no shame or regret for the path you burned for yourself. It's actually what makes her super interesting. You lost everything with a single parchment of paper, choked out by the greed of this city. And yet you continue to charge forward towards a light that you couldn't see. Roland opens and quickly closes his mouth, swallowing the grief-laden words that were about to stream out from his lips. I just can't fathom it. There was one voice I heard in the library when Mears pulled me towards the brief respite. It was a welcoming and humbling sort of speech, like a mother's. It's all muddled now, but I remember it saying that I shouldn't throw my life away towards my beloved. By cherishing myself, I'm cherished by the people around me. I'm cherishing the people around me, is what it said. I do remember something like that. I suppose in that moment, I realized that even if I cherished my own life and fled a life without LoL, was a life destined for an immeasurable amount of pain and regret. So I ran towards LoL, shameless. It seems irrational and selfish, but a selfish mind shouldn't always be viewed negatively. I agree so much with that statement. I wanted to prove to LoL and myself that this path we've chosen together, this bond we molded, was of our own volition, and not anyone else's. Not the cities, not the associations, and not even the charming voice's path. It was the path towards the LoL and I scorched into the earth together. The man didn't exactly know what to say. He didn't even notice until Zhao stopped talking that he had shifted his entire body language towards her. When Zhao turned her head and noticed, she smiled again. Sorry, that was a bit heavy, wasn't it? Oh, A bun was shoved into Roland's mouth before it could continue. Suppose I was right in my decision, charging here like a chicken without its head. I get to make red bean buns with my husband on a beach. Who would have thought? Yeah. Oh yeah, your dish is right here on the counter if you want to grab it. On the house. Really. As if there's any kind of monetary exchange going around here. Guess you're right. Either way, hope you enjoy it. Roland picked up his plate and started walking towards the main restaurant. Before crossing the door frame, he quickly turned around towards Xiao. Thanks. Can I save, please? I forget how to save. Oh, I've got automatic saves. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I have saved. Something I should do? I guess we go back to them. Pondering on his mostly one-sided conversation with Zhao, Roland eats his dish in silence. Emma and Noah don't exactly notice until he finishes his meal and lets out a prolonged sigh. Oh no. Oh no. Well, hello there, Mr. Roland. I see you've returned with a belly full of spices and glee. Ha, yeah, glee is one of the ways to put it. I don't think I've had a meal that fulfilling in a long time. And this place isn't even real! If your belly is satisfied, then let us commence the lighthouse tour. Oh yeah, looking forward to it. Roland isn't sure how to feel about being dragged along by Emma and Noah's pace, but Somehow he doesn't quite mind it. It's because they're fucking adorable. Dude, your artwork is so good. Thanks for playing the demo, dude. Absolutely a pleasure. Dude, I can't wait for this to have more. Actually, now that I've done it, that was super adorable, and at least as far as I'm aware, the I don't know what the correct term for this. I'm gonna go with dev. I'm gonna go with the developer, even though the guy behind this game, person. I'm not sure of their gender. I should just say person. That's my bad. The person behind this, I think at least talked about making more, which I believe is happening, but I really hope we get more of this, because this was a really cute and super fun little game, so I'd love to play this some more. It was very, very cute. Like, holy shit. Like, super fucking cute. So, okay, I guess this wraps it up for Angel's One Perfect Vacation. I really hope this gets more. It's super cute and actually seems really well done. There's some minor grammar issues, but I know they're already working on fixing that. And the more people who play it and talk about it, the more that kind of stuff gets, taken out. But yeah, I really hope this project continues because it's super, super cute. Honestly, I would love to see like a fucking OVA or something out of this. I think that'd be great. If I was any better at animating, I'd fucking do it myself, but I'm not, so. But anyway, this was super adorable, so thank you all for joining me. Especially you, Void, my only reliable viewer, aka nobody. But this has been super cute, super fun. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off stream for now. I might be back in like a couple hours with something, I don't know. But this was an absolute pleasure to play. Please check it out. Everybody, if you played the Library of Runa and you like it, once you get far enough in the story, I absolutely recommend checking this out. And, obviously, maybe go share the author some nice words or something, because this game is just fucking great. So anyway, thank you all so much for your time. I've been Violet. Thank you for joining me on this short but adorable journey, and I will see you all around, lovelies.